Welcome to this two-day conference on the theme of Brazilian studies in the United States. And this is a follow-up to a smaller symposium we held here in May, which was a very lively opportunity to think about the future of Brazilian studies and to plan for this larger conference. This conference will extend those discussions around specific themes that will allow for a deeper analysis of the topics and scholarship. Yale has a deep and rich relationship with Brazil. In fact, some of our first international students at Yale came from Brazil. João Francisco Lima entered the Yale School of Medicine in 1833, and since that date, Yale has continuously been involved in educating Brazilian leaders. Furthermore, Brazil and its language and culture have been important subjects of study unto themselves here at Yale. The teaching of Portuguese began at the university in the early days of the Second World War, when Yale began instituting area studies programs in the mid-20th century, and you're in the Macmillan Center for International and Area Studies, which is the later development of that phenomenon. One of the first programs instituted was the Latin American Studies major in 1953, soon followed by the offering of Portuguese, first as an elective and then in the 1990s as a major. Yale's history with Brazil has resulted in a vibrant and growing alumni community, which is furthered by a variety of programs and collaborations in Brazil, including those through the Council on Latin American and Iberian Studies, the Yale Law School, the Yale School of Forestry and Environmental Studies, the Yale School of Public Health, and the Yale School of Management. I'm glad to see that you'll be hearing today and tomorrow from some of our distinguished faculty members involved in a few of these collaborative research programs. Today's event is the result of a collaborative effort between Yale and the Ministry of Education in Brazil. And we're very excited to be able to continue some of those conversations over this weekend through our diverse panels and discussion questions addressing a variety of topics. I want to say how grateful we are to Mr. José Soares da Silva, the Minister of Education of Brazil, and to the hardworking staff at the ministry for their support, especially Felipe Sartori Sigalo, who will be speaking to us shortly, the National Deputy Executive Secretary. It's a pleasure to welcome back Ambassador Fernando Melo Pereto, an old friend now. I'd also like to recognize Carlos Ivan Simonsen Leal, the president of Fundação Getúlio Vargas. Sorry for my Portuguese pronunciation. I have been to Brazil and had a great time there, but I didn't get very deep into the language. So if you notice an Italian accent, you'll understand. And Marlova Noleto, the director and representative of UNESCO in Brazil. We're grateful for their support for this conference as well. And here at Yale, I'd like to thank Professor Claudio Valeja, Chair of the Council on Latin American and Iberian Studies, for having the Council take on the planning for this conference, and to Professors David Jackson and Stuart Schwartz for bringing us all together. And I think it was really their vision that is being realized in this next couple of days. It's a great example of a collaborative model with many institutions being a part of the organizational process. I'm pleased that this shows the continued importance of Brazilian studies here at Yale, and I hope this relationship, which began in the 1830s, continues to thrive in the coming century. And of course, thank you to all of you for being here, to our prominent scholars and panelists from throughout the United States and Brazil, for representing your various disciplines and for your participation this weekend. So we're really honored to have you here. I hope that these are fruitful discussions, and I hope that Yale continues to collaborate with your institutions to strengthen Brazilian studies throughout the United States and in Brazil. Thank you.